Alright guys, welcome to this recording. Today I'm going to show you how to dual boot from Ubuntu into Windows, or I guess you could do it with any specific OS without actually trying to modify your grub bootloader by command line. So the little tool I found was literally called Grub Customizer. I'll put a link to it in the description, so don't worry about it. First thing you need to do is we do need to add the repository. Again, I've already done it, but you could just copy and then you would be able to then paste it into your terminal, and then it would add it. Obviously I've already done it, so it's not going to do too much, but it does just update it to make sure that it works. Again, then to actually work, to get it to install, then you need to update your repository information once you add the repository. You need to update the available packages, is what the first command here does, and the second command is what actually installs it. Again, sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't the first time. I haven't actually changed anything, so I've already got the latest version, so I don't need to actually do anything with it. So to run it, it doesn't always add one, but you can usually just find it. Because it does modify your bootloader, you do actually need to authenticate every time. Simple. Once you open it, obviously I can get rid of those now, because I don't need them. I'll just hide that. So as you can see, I have multiple hard disks. I have two of them that have OSs installed. Normally, when you first reinstall Windows or Ubuntu, it usually defaults to Ubuntu as the primary and Windows as the last option in the list. You can use these buttons to change the order in the list they are. Now, you can add it into a submenu, you can put it all the way at the top. Let's make it number 2. Again, it's totally up to you how you want to do it. You can also, for example, I don't want these versions, so I can remove them. Don't have to. I'm not actually going to remove it. I'm just going to restore everything back to normal. I'll add Windows 10 back to the top of my list here, just because I do use it more often. One feature I found really interesting was the fact that under the General Settings tab, you can select the previous booted entry. So if you say update Windows or update Ubuntu and it needs to reboot, you don't have to sit there and wait for the bootloader to load and select the option in the menu. It will go to the last booted option, and it will boot after 10 seconds or however many seconds you define. Let's say 2, because I'm feeling like being fast today. And there are also ways of changing your background theme. I don't usually do this. It has been known to may have problems. So once you have all your settings saved the way you want, just click Save. It will update your configuration, and then it will actually allow you to boot your system into whichever option you select. So as soon as I reboot now, it will actually run Ubuntu. If I reboot into Windows 10 and then keep rebooting 10 times, it will always reboot into Windows 10. Again, the Windows 10 loader can still boot into any other version of Windows. It is the Windows 10 version of Grub. It's also a little bit less complicated than Grub in some ways, but it's a lot harder to modify to allow any other OS to run other than Windows. So there's my brief tutorial on exactly how you can customize your Grub boot menu to do exactly what you want. And don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!